It's J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Boy, what an episode for the shot tonight. All right. Man, I hate Emmett, brother. Man, so much about this episode pissed me off, man. I'm just so happy. Is it just y'all or me or what? But the shot never come on at midnight on Paramount Plus for me. I'm hitting up my girl Sheena on Discord. I'm like, is the Shy on? What? Finally come on. I almost ain't make it, y'all. And boy, so much. This was a good episode. A lot of emotions that brought into this episode. I mean, they really did a good job this episode. So much to talk about, from Felicia Rashad and them at the dinner table. Man, I didn't like that conversation. As well as hold on, I'm almost out of breath already, y'all. Hold on. Put some subtitles on this thing right here. Oh, wait a minute. Boy, let me tell you something. Gambling, I never been a big gambler because I hate losing, and the winning isn't a high enough to offset the losing for me, the low of losing. But in my small experience of life, from what I've learned and heard and told, gambling is probably one of the worst addictions that you can have in life. Thought I heard something. Anyway, thought it was rich. Y'all know I got to get into that. I can't believe. Oh my goodness. Man. So, dude, man, gambling, this brother, Damien, gambling on the dumbest of things. How could you get in so much debt? How could you gamble so much money, lose So, first of all, one thing you should always know in life, and here's some advice: know who you are. If you're not a fighter, if you don't get things right or you forget things, like, cater to yourself. Write stuff down more often. Take notes if you're forgetful. You know, if you get stuff wrong or you're not a fighter, don't put yourself in situations where you're going to be a coward. Because you know you can't fight. You know you can't do anything. So don't put yourself in situations where your cowardice will show. He know he can't fight. He know he don't have no money. He over here hanging with killers and drug dealers. That's not your crowd, bro. That's not your crowd. You can't hang with them. You can't hang with the goons. And I learned this young growing up. Some people hang on the block. Some people hang with different groups. Say it may be cool, this or that, but then different things happen. People get exposed. He too old for this. I'm talking about in teenage years. We learned this. So for him to be, what is he, at least 30, and you still keep getting exposed, you still keep putting yourself in these bad situations. I was happy he got that beat down from Reg. But then to run, and then this is like the same thing of, it's easier for you to steal from me than to ask me. Well, I knew you was going to say this and that. So you didn't want to hear my mouth, so you just decided to steal. But what, you didn't think if I found out, what did you think my mouth was going to say then? He couldn't come and ask Emmett for the money and tell him again he messed up. So he'd rather go short, get whooped, then come get Emmett messed up, not knowing everybody got things going on in life. Emmett stressing, His baby mama, Keisha, first of all, Keisha belly is insane, okay? That belly is insane. She got an octomom in this month. Keisha's octomom. Anyway, now he got Vic trying to get with his baby mama. Vic double dip Vic. He gonna go ahead and dip up in Tiff. Image stressing, man. The business, all the kids trying to help, trying to do all this, trying to look out for something. And it was something that really clued me in that this might be something bad. I didn't think it would be this bad, but I thought something bad would eventually happen when I found out in the beginning of the episode, Keisha's talking about, now you let your brother stay with us and you just not telling me he had a gambling problem. And he talking about, well, I'm trying to help him. Since when did Emmett become Mr. Helper? I mean, when, like, I don't get that. You can't be Captain Save him up in this piece. Man, straight up. Get to some of these comments, man. Woo-wee. I already screamed at the TV a little before I went live, so let me catch my breath, drink some of this water. Oh, my goodness gracious. P. Bronson, you say gambling is the worst because you can only drink so much as a drunk, that you can only smoke so much drugs. Exactly. And as well as, all the other drugs and stuff. Now, of course, you can OD, but it's hard to get in that much debt that fast on drugs. Although, drugs got its own issue, but gambling, wow. Tonette, what's up, mama? Rashonda, how you doing? You say, hey, Jay, and what happened to the episode of BMF? I was watching BMF. I originally was going to watch The Shy and then BMF, because every time I do my live streams of BMF first reactions, it don't seem that people watch it as much as they do my first reaction for The Shy. So that's why I can only pick one. So whoever gets the most views, I'll go with that one. But I almost did BMF. I was watching right when they grabbed the little shorty out the bushes, Loco. And that's when The Shy came back on, and I was like, let me watch The Shy. But I will be with the BMF tomorrow night, or Friday night, rather, I should say, on the 4th. So much happening in the world. The big, beautiful bill. Man. Let me talk about this show, because I'll get depressed for real. P. Bronson, temptation is crazy. The girl was addicted to you know what. I know, right? Hey, so Shorty was fine. All right. So in the beginning of this episode, well, first, I'm going to say this since I started. In the beginning of the episode, we see Damien, Emmett's brother, getting taken to Gamblers Anonymous type situation with Darnell. And he go in there with him to make sure he do what he's supposed to. And while he in there, he getting all googly eyed with this little fine little dime piece, brown skin, red bone. I love me a little brown skin, red bone. I can't lie. But the thing with her was they in the Gambling Anonymous addiction. They go over there talking or something, and she's, next thing you know, he in them drawers in the bathroom. And I tell you, first thing I thought of when I saw that is, I've heard, because me personally, I've never been to any type of counseling or anything or meetings like that, so I don't know firsthand. So I'll say from what I've heard, especially in people with addiction and things, that they can substitute one addiction for another. That's why sometimes they all be smoking cigarettes, or they all end up screwing each other. Sure enough, she gambled. She asked what he bet on, and he was saying all kind of stuff. And at this, after they already smashed in the bathroom, and he say, "What you bet on? How long it take for a dude to hit this?" I mean, she pretty much batting 1,000 on that right there. I mean, unless the man is married or gay, too many men don't get beautiful women to say, "Come hit this." Well, let me think about it. Anyway, we also, let me go back to Image, y'all, because damn. And then I'm going to go back to some more of this episode because it was a lot to cover. Like Nuck starting to work with Tucson. She about to do the Watusi. He working with Tusi. Now, I don't like the way she put that plan together, how he got to be friends with Reg. Why? Or hang out with him. I don't like that. Because all Reg got to do when he get busted is say, he set me up. He worked with the cops. He a snitch. And then Nuck is dead man walking. So I don't think that's a good plan. First thing I heard that plan, I thought, well, that's stupid. Anyway, Emmett, man. Y'all think Emmett gonna survive? If they made, what's his name, survive from delivering Smokies. Smokies is cursed. The original owner died. Ronnie got killed. Delivery man gets shot. The owner gets shot. Smokies is cursed. Anyway, we see Emmett kind of stressing a little bit. He had a few drinks. When his brother come in at the end of the episode after giving Reg 4 racks, he was 1 rack short, but that's off GP, off principle. Reg said, "I'm gonna beat that ass if you don't got that money." And sure enough, he was beating him. He was about to really hurt him if you know what I'm saying, Cuzzo ain't break it up a little bit. But first of all, when when what's his name? I can't forget. I'm remembering Ahmad's character name. Anyway, he said, "Man, I give you a stack, but he a killer." He's somebody, "I didn't know that, but now I know." He should have left town. He should have left town or something, man, or just broke down and told him he owed this dude money and never go over there again or something. Because, like, what did he thought was gonna happen? Anyway, dude got beat and Emmett ran over there. Which, why Emmett ain't talk to Vic? And now that's gonna be something because Vic trying to get with Emmett girl. Emmett go and fight Vic brother, and then he shoot Emmett after beating Emmett's other brother. Man, that's a mess. This a mess, y'all. A mess. And Bakari, thank you. Man, that's another reason why I haven't been drinking or smoking, because I think my memory is getting worse. And your brain is everything, man. Imagine if I was in an accident and none of my body was hurt and I got hit in the head. That would be it. I got my body hurt, but my head was intact, And as I'm getting older, I'm like, man, I can't remember this. What was that? I'm thinking, man, I'm losing it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to this before the Emmett part. Because I felt like Emmett ain't been catching a break all season, to be honest with you. All season. And he don't even know his mama dying yet. And then we'll see if Keisha, how she feels now, if something happened, now that something has happened to Emmett, she maybe have a little more appreciation. Unfortunately, he had to go ahead and do that. P. Bronson, you say, you know why we tired of Mexico? You know why we tired of Mexico? Y'all know, right? Brandon Bates, happy 4th. You right on time with this. Damn, this ended crazy. Facts, man. Facts. J Doe, what's good, fam? You say, hey, howdy, room. I haven't seen the episode, so I'm just stopping by to show support. I'll catch the replay once I view the episode. Hey, let me tell you, I ain't going to spoil it for you, but this is a good episode. The ending of this episode, oh, snap. Yeah. You might want to leave now because I'm about to keep talking about it. So, we see as this episode progresses that what else happened this episode? Oh, what's up with Papa? So Papa Man Squeeze, the pastor's daughter, is back in town, looking pretty good, I might say. And I have to give Papa credit. He's starting to get a little swag. He ain't wearing the glasses. He got his hair braided. But that suit is too damn big, okay? That suit was too big for Papa. That was his daddy's suit. But I will give Papa credit. Did y'all peep Papa getting in the BMW? I'm like, oh, he done got with the church's money. He's talking about, I like your dad. I'm sure you do. He got you rolling good. Hey, it's all good. Check this one out. This is probably the best episode. Definitely the best episode of the season. Skywater Technology, what's good with you? Brandon Bates, yo, Pastor daughter look good for real. Hey, she a dime piece. She fine in the mug. And one thing I did not like, but kind of understand, but it was a little extra, is when they had the dinner. First of all, I do love me some Felicia Rashad. Wow. I would put her, she like TV royalty to me, Felicia Rashad. And she still look good to me. I mean, yeah, she looked like she's an older woman, of course, probably at 80 years old. But I think she looked damn good for her age. And she still can act her ass off. Quick, everything. It was real natural, smooth. Now, here's the part I didn't like. They was busting on Papa and on the preacher like he was some type of drug dealer or something. And the thing with the white woman situation, yes, it is true what they said about lynching or all the other things and whatever. And I agree. The one thing I will say, and I never was in a serious relationship with a white woman. Not that I had anything against it, or I just never, it just didn't happen. I didn't. Anyway, I think, in my opinion, I think the difference is a mentality. So they tried to make it seem as if he wanted a white woman because he doesn't want to be challenged when he comes home. First of all, if we're partners, why are we challenging each other when we come home? First of all, that's one of the main problems. You shouldn't be challenging each other. You should be working together. Y'all, the world is challenging enough. And that's one of the problems in the mentality in a lot of the sisters. I don't know why, trying to be strong or this or that, or I don't know. But it seems adversarial, and that's unnecessary when you with your partner. And with other people, like maybe Hispanic or other cultures, they work together. They try to be in harmony with one another. They don't want to fight with they. Why would you want to fight with your man? Why would you want to fight with your woman? I don't want to do that. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want. We should be on the same page. If we living together, we should have come across all of these things and move beyond that. You know. So I think the mentality of conflict or the boss, or I don't know, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I think the whole mentality problem is what it is, and there shouldn't be no one challenging. Anyway, pastor's daughter told everybody Papa broke her heart. Papa ain't even hit that. Matter of fact, ain't Papa still a virgin? Papa ain't smashed nothing. He breaking hearts, got that dime piece, crying for weeks. Look at Papa over here. Little Barry White up in this piece. Anyway, we see Darnell earlier in the episode. He had some real good acting and emotions because when he took his son to the gambling counselors, he saw that they had some grief counselors for spouses that were passed. And who is that woman? I know her. Where do I know her? I know her. And they had a couple other people in this episode that I knew. I knew their face. I couldn't remember their name or where I knew them from. The woman that Darnell was talking to in that counselor, I know her from somewhere. I want to say House Party. Is that the girl from House Party? Lorraine? Think me some of that Dick Gregory. Think me some of that Dick Gregory. I could have swore that's who that was. Anyway, we see Darnell talking to her. It looked like he already found a replacement for Jada, low key. But he did have some tears and break down. And man, that is hard. Okay, Regina from Steve Harvey show. Okay. I was off. I said that's Dick Gregory. Give me some of that Dick Gregory. Yeah, that's who it was. And who else did I see in this episode? I saw somebody else I knew. Brandon Bates, good looking out. Eaz Han, good looking out. Vaughn, that's what's up. The Game also. Oh yeah, she was in The Game. Wendy Raquel Robinson, right. That's her. Well, y'all be honest. See what I mean? Hey man, y'all gotta lay off the weed, okay? Take it from me. 30 years. Might have been a little too long, okay? Might have been a little too long. I will say I am starting to get a little the fog and the cobwebs starting to clear out a little. It be in the back of my head sometimes. I feel like I'm just waking up still. Anyway, I'm getting old, man. I appreciate it, B-Dog. Anyway, I'm looking at it now. Hey, man, Pastor daughter fine, man. That's her son? This big old boy? I just realized that. This dude big as can be. That boy is 10 years old. Anyway, now they on the sick. Keisha's belly is insane. She Octomom. Anyway, I forgot about that part, but it was interesting that they were talking about kids. Keisha didn't have to bring up that Tracy lost her son. I mean, hell, that was season 1, girl. Don't nobody remember that. Anyway, no, but it was interesting that Lala was talking about I like my body and my man and this and that. I don't want no kids. And then he talking about, man, if I would have died, I wouldn't have had no kids to live my legacy. Legacy of what? A smoky delivery driver? This is the route your daddy used to take. I used to get good tips right here, son. What the hell he talking about? You know, man, when I was young, I used to think stupid stuff like my legacy and stuff. You know what, man? Maybe I'm being cynical, but man, your kids gonna grow up and do what the hell they want to do, man. They ain't gonna be listening. You know, the people I see start businesses and do stuff and try to do it for the kids. Kids don't want to have nothing to do with it. Doing all kind of stuff, ruin the business, spend the money. Man, live your life, man. And if some legacy, man, anyway, he better hope he don't get shot in the leg or see. That's what he better be glad he didn't. You been sitting there like me. Anyway, my legacy. That my legacy. He got that smoke. We want all the smoke keys. Anyway, it's funny that she was like, I don't want no kids. We ain't talk about that. Plus, they too old, man. I know it's people in their 40s having kids these days. Man, that's too old. Take it from me. And I will say, if my mom listened to me, I wouldn't be here. Because my mom is what? She's 88 and I'm what? 46. She was 42 when I was born. So technically, I shouldn't be here. So be it, man. I don't know. I think it's a blessing that she's still running around and doing the greatest she is. But you'll be in your 80s. You don't want to be chasing no kids and you know. But anyway, we see that that's a good point right here. Pete Bronson. Lala need to be with Jim or Daddy. He don't want kids. You right. They would be a perfect couple. He could pay her way. She could cook for him. They could smash and grab and have a good old time. But that's one of the problems with people in relationships is that we're not normally equally yoked, so to speak. Everybody on the same page. Talk about these things. And, it's not that easy to find people and things, Damian Kenny, Keisha was gone for a few months. Her grandmother retired. So Kenya and G-Mom came back to the Chi to live with Kenya's mom. Okay. Havana, Keisha's stomach is bigger than it was during her first I'm telling you, Keisha looked like Octomom. That belly, the last time she got up, the last scene I saw her get up on the couch, it looked rubber. Because it's a point where her shirt is up on the right side. So, Crystal, exactly. Everybody on their own timetables in life, and it's good to try to make some stuff, work, but, Dame Dollar, you say Daddy Mo had to have that. I don't know about all that. Yeah, he was crazy and got crazier with age. Anyway. You say Havana, not you calling Keisha Octomom. Don't she got that Octomom belly? That belly drooping, and it droop. There it is. Anyway, hey, that belly droop. There it is. That droop. That boy drooping down, baby. She got that droopski. It's like Drewski. She got a droopski. And what really brought my attention to how big her belly was is in the beginning of the episode when it looked like Emmett was trying to hit it from the side. And I was thinking, oh my goodness. I don't remember my baby mama belly being that big. I was like 25. It was a while ago, but I don't know if I could have got into that. Whoa. I would have been scared. Straight up. She busted, she packed to capacity. Corty, and you say Tucson ain't playing around. We know she want to arrest Reg and the mob. Yeah, but her plan sucks. Straight up. Her plan suck booty. Talking about some, you got to be with him. Why you got to be with him? She could have just had that set up a lot better than that. Hey, what else I was about to say? Dang, man. I was about to say something funny. I forgot what I was about to say. Dang. It'll come back to me, man. P. Bronson, what will Vic do when he wants to transgender? Ah, I mean, it ain't what will Vic do. It's what will Tiff do. That's a thing I was gonna say. Well, it's another thing I was gonna say. It ain't what I forgot. But so we see Vic and Tiff getting real close and intimate. So Vic got a little tickets to go see some artist. Is that a real artist? I'm so out of the loop on things, y'all. Oh my goodness. Anyway, they did seem pretty good. I don't know. Anyway, he got tickets to go see a musician, and he was going to take money out of the register, but leaving the IOU. Why you broke? Why are you broke? You don't pay no rent. I know that house you ain't paying no mortgage. What you paying? You ain't paying for no car. You don't get paid. You work for free. You didn't make no money as the alderman. I don't know, man. So he got to get an IOU for the concert ticket. She bust him. She like, why you ain't had me? I would have win. So they go to the concert together, and he all up on her and things. And the first thing I thought is, watch one of his boos come up and like, oh, I know you ain't cheating on me. Oh, this what you like? Oh, this how you roll? Did you know this what he wanted? You can't compete with me, Tiff. I'll take your man, bitch. I'll take your man, bitch. Yes, I will. You know how they be shaking and twerking. They be like, I'll take your man. Start twerking on them. Yeah. They be crazy out there, boy. I done seen on Instagram some stuff. I'd be like, see some dudes bending on somebody. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, that didn't happen. But what did happen was after the concert, we took her home and they did a little. And Alicia was standing there on the balcony looking down. Man, what's up with that? Why Tiff don't take Ronnie fat self back anyway? I mean, anyway. Damian Kenny, you say yes. BJ, no Diddy. The Chicago kid is a real music artist. You had to throw in the no Diddy. Cordian, you say, how you think Alicia will find out Nuck killed her son Rob for sure? Well, it's only one way. Bakari. He the only way that she'll find out if he finally tells the truth. And I think he will tell once Nuck does him wrong, which I think will happen because they kind of preluded it by saying when they brought in Kadeem Hardison. That's who else. Who was that he was talking to? The I can't remember this dude's name again, man. What is Ahmad's character name again? God dog, man. Anyway, who was that? Oh, well, yeah, also Alicia, Papa's girlfriend could but she don't know Alicia unless she tell Papa, but Papa don't know Alicia unless he tell. That's a whole lot of telling. Bakari, God dog it, man. I'm losing my mind, y'all. I might have the Heimers coming up on me, man. Got the got them hammers. Anyway, Bakari could tell her, and I think what they preluded is that when yeah, I know Ahmad. I ain't see Ahmad at the party, but I did leave early. He probably came, but I left early. I ain't been on Instagram. He probably posted it on Instagram if he went. And I didn't see Nuck either because I left my mom and I didn't bring my stuff. I messed the whole trip up. Anyway, when the teacher was talking, that woman seemed familiar too. Who was she? I seen her before also, but she was checking him, saying that Bakari's grades are slipping, and that if he gonna be in the program, make sure he doing the right thing. So what I think is gonna happen is he gonna probably tell him, you got to do your work, you got to crack down, which then he can't be on the street serving, which then Nuck gonna be like, dude, you need to be out here working for me. I don't give a damn about your book or your school. You need to grind. And that might end up causing a conflict of interest eventually. So Marshall on Force. I damn sure ain't remember his name. Marshall on Force, man. I can't be remembering all this stuff, man. In the mind, your brain is really, it's crazy. Cause some things I can remember and do and learn, and some stuff I can't. Names is what's bothers. I can't catch but only so many names. I can't remember a person's name. It'd take a lot of interactions for me to remember a person's name. I think I just came across too many names. I can't remember a name that good. I can remember what happened or the face and stuff. I just can't remember names for save my life now. Anyway, because I don't be like in the grocery store, like, what was I doing? Is this the movies? Anyway, so this episode, man, the grand finale of this episode, before I get to the Moscore rating, is that Emmett got popped by Reg. Now, here's the thing, man. Sometimes you can get full of yourself. Emmett, he has been handling things, been trying to look out for his brother. They did kind of try to do stuff to Doodah, even though that didn't work out right. So that should let him know he should stop messing with street individuals. You ain't no street ninja, so don't try to mess with them. That's a different level in the game. And also, like I noticed, and maybe he was under the influence. You can get full of emotions and things sometimes, but you can't nowadays. You can't fight nobody. You can't beat nobody up like Reg and then think what? You gonna walk away and that's it? Even if he didn't pop him right then and there, he would be looking for him. He know where he work. That's the type of person shoot up your restaurant, all kind of things. Like that's not something you could do. If anything, he should have went and got Vic and had Vic handle it. Anyway, that's another thing, Crystal. He ain't a street ninja. Crystal say why he run over there empty-handed. I mean, if you run over there with that thing, you gonna have to use it. He wasn't about to go put him down like that. That wouldn't have been realistic to me. Now, we have not seen Emmett as the type that always stay strapped. If he was the type that always stay strapped, myself, I always stay strapped. 20-year veteran. Although I don't try to get in no problem. I don't want no problems. I ain't trying to fight. And this is my whole time. Because I already know these are escalations in life that are horrible. You don't want to do these things. But also, I ain't nobody's bitch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Vic. And I ain't about to be no punk. You ain't about to be talking about what you gonna do or rob, do it. Now, hey, anybody can get got. I'm just being honest. Anybody can get robbed. If somebody get the drop on you and you got a gun, don't try to do it in what was that? Minister Society? Nah, I ain't going out like that. That's a movie, and that didn't work out in that movie. I just try not to live and be in these situations, do these things, rub people the wrong way. And hey, life can still go sideways. But you gotta think, like Aretha said. I just hate that Emmett got in this situation, especially for his brother. And not to say his brother wouldn't have deserved help, but dang, man, this is complicated. And you know, it's very, very touching real life stuff. For example, his brother asked Dom for money, which is another thing. I never asked anybody in my life, in my whole life, for $1,000 to loan me $1,000. I never asked my mother or father to loan me $1,000 before. I haven't. I wouldn't. Somebody has given me $1,000 before, and I was totally shocked, and it was a blessing. I didn't ask them, and they sent it. It was on this YouTube channel, actually, about 2 years ago, and that was a blessing. And I mean, hey, and it helped. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't say, hey, y'all, I need $1,000 and this and that or whatever. I was talking about some computer problems and other things, and they was being a blessing to me. I appreciate it, and I used it, get a right computer, try to do some things. I didn't go gamble it and things, but my point is, he asked Emmett's dying mama for some money. After you got that 4 racks, you should have just went to Emmett and said, man, I need to borrow 1,000. I messed up. And then I would have did that. And then instead of going with nothing, well, he went with 4. But he don't know how to talk either. And he, his whole demeanor is a puss. And he walked in with the money like, hey, man, hey, look here, bro. Here go 4 for you. I got you tomorrow with another one. All right, we good? All right, let's go, man. First of all, I wouldn't have did that. Beat about 5. You gonna pay me tomorrow. Hey, man, you tripping. But then again, he ain't able to say and do all. Boy, moral of the story, beware the company you keep and think about the situations you getting in life. Try to think a few moves ahead. That's one of the good things I was able to do in life. And it don't always work. We make plans and things happen. But I like to think if I do this or I don't do this, then this may happen. Or this person may say this or they won't do this. So then if they don't say this or do this, then what would I do? I might have to do this or that. All right, well, I don't like that. Okay, I won't do that. Or, okay, I like this and I do this and da. Man, anyway, Emmett, first of all, these TV shows like BMF and all of this stuff make it seem getting shot in the shoulder or up here or arms and things is no big deal. You cannot really get shot anywhere on your body without it being a big deal, truthfully, except maybe your butt cheek if you got a big booty and it could get up in there and get in one of the cheeks. But don't let it go up the middle. Don't let it split the cheek. If it split the cheeks, you in trouble. But really, maybe a booty cheek in the meat. Other than that, you could get hit in the leg and die in real life. You could bleed out. You can get hit in arteries and things and shoulders and stuff. Shrapnel, a bleed. I know somebody that got shot in the shoulder. Went to the hospital. They thought they had it, ended up being, because everybody using hollow points, different things like that. Shrapnel in a piece in the lung, and they end up bleeding to death. Yeah, man. So you can't really get shot anywhere no more these days and be like, I'm okay. I don't know. Splitting the cheeks. No diddy. No diggity. That's what Blackstreet made that song. That was a warning. No diddy. I'm about to bag it up. Bag it up. I like the way you work it. Oh diddy. I'm about to bag it up. JG Wentworth is my money and I need it now. You say, from my experience, it depends on the bullet. I got shot 4 times by a 9 and I was good to go 6 months later. 6 months, that's a half a year, fam. That's my point. Ain't no way you could get shot and it ain't no big deal, is what I'm saying. They make it seem like you can get shot here or there and you can be okay and run away, or you can survive. Like, and yes, it does matter. But actually, it's no way to say which is better, because some people can get hit with a 22 and that can travel and harder to get. You know what I'm saying? 22. I know some people got hit with 22. They can't get it out, or it travel or move, or they could have died. There's so many things with bullets, man. And like you say, you got hit 4 times though with a 9. So it's a blessing you still here, fam. Straight up. Glad to see you in the comments. But maybe you got help at the right time and things, you know? But yeah, man, 6 months. So that's like a month per shot. All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and give you my rating for this episode. Let me get to a couple of these comments right quick. Deron Sanders, you say, theory, Jada gonna donate an organ or something to save Emmett life since she gonna die anyway. That's a really good theory, but I already can debunk it. And normally, if you have cancer, they can't donate your organs. I actually, which is really crazy, just watched a was it a documentary or a YouTube video? One of them, and they were talking about, it was a YouTube video. They was talking about how a doctor gave somebody cancer because the organ that they donated from a cancer patient, but the person had a different type of cancer though. And the cancer wasn't where the organ was, but it turned out it was. They didn't know it got to that. And when they put it in there, then the person got cancer or something. It didn't show or something, reason. Anyway, that was something crazy. If y'all put it on YouTube and doctor gives person cancer. Well, I think it's another one where a doctor, I think he gave somebody AIDS or something, or cancer too. A doctor gave a person cancer because he had cancer on a finger or something, and then blood or something got in him. It's 2 different stories. Anyway, watch it. That's the moral of the story. Anyway, I'm glad you're enjoying this, Havana. JG Wentworth, you seen that too on Facebook. Yeah. That's real, y'all. That's real. So, you know, if you do have cancer like that, they probably will not donate your organ. Probably. All right. How many of y'all think Cuzzo waited too long to get Reg up off of him? In a way, I don't think so, actually, because that's grown men life. You know what I mean? He told him, don't make that bet. I gave you my advice. You did it. That's your ass. Now you paying the consequence. Okay, I saved him from killing you, but only so much I can do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and... Woo, I need some more water. I'm almost done with my syrup, y'all. I've been sipping on that scissor. Sipping on my scissor. My mama made me sick, man. And I ain't talking about what her attitude. Nah, man. It's been coughing and sneezing with a summer cold, man. I done drank this whole 40 ounce up in here, man. My nose still running. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this Moscore rated. Break it on down. Alrighty then. The Moscore, my rating system I use to be non-biased. I use it on movies, TV shows, 4 categories, very simple, and 25 points each category. The 4 quarters give you $1, and you can always drop a decimal point and get a score of 1 to 10. Now, let's go to visuals and cinematography. I think they did a really good job this episode with a few different moves. I really liked when they zoomed in a little bit and on Darnell. He had that one little crybaby tear from Johnny Depp. But they had a couple little moves of emotion when they zoomed in on Reg. And he was telling them, if you don't got my money, I'm going to beat that ass. You can see he felt, hey, you know you didn't forked up, right? I'm saying, you know you didn't fucked up, right? And I didn't know Reg had 2 scars. When he becomes Scarface in this month. Anyway, I like the scene they set up with the Felicia Rashad and the people talking, although I didn't like the convo. Overall, I think they had some good shots and visuals. Nothing really spectacular, no locations that were visually stunning. But overall, I'll give it a 20 out of 25. Storyline and plot, this to me is by far the best episode of the season. It covered gambling addiction, lying. We also covered relationships, whether it was with Papa and his girl. We see, hey man, I don't know, man. Is that okay if your boy want to try to talk to your baby mama? And yeah, you with somebody else and you got a new baby mama, but still. So what? If me and Keisha break up, you Shy want to hit that? What y'all trying to like? It's somebody I know that it seemed after every girlfriend I had, he was hollering at him. I'm like, dude, you a creep, man. I ain't like dude. I didn't. Now maybe I got good taste, but I think that's a creep move. Because dudes that do that, in my experience, they can't go and talk to these girls on their own. They normally go and be like, "Oh, you know him? He this, he that." Hey man, you want to talk to him on your own. Leave my name up out your mouth. I ain't never talked to no woman and be like, "Oh, yo man, oh yeah, he can't do this. He ain't that. Oh, he's stupid. Oh, that. I ain't got to pile on and say this or that or whatever. That's between y'all. That make me feel a little fruity. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be talking about no other dude. Hey, obviously he ain't doing what he supposed to because you talking with me. That's all I need to know. And if he is doing what he's supposed to, you'll let me know. And I'm going to respect that, and that's it. So anyway, I enjoyed it. We saw Emmett get whacked by Reg in a slightly drunken rage. I mean, there's so much going on this episode. I'm gonna give this episode storyline and plot a 20, a 24. I'm gonna give it a 24, which is probably my highest rating for an episode this season on the Shy. I'm pretty sure for sure. Special effect makeup. This is not in costumes. This isn't a very special effect makeup. They costumes. They wear contemporary Chicago, what people wear today. So it's all good. But they did pop Emmett. Not a big special effect, but I'll give them a 20. And I will, you know what? I'll give them a 21. They got Papa riding in the BMW and Pastor Cavassier riding in the Maserati truck. So, they trying to do a couple things, even though Papa's suit was way too big. They got him a suit from Big and Small. Just short there with that big old, that was a suit for an NBA player. You see how long that damn sport coat was? Damn there a trench coat mafia looking man. And then we see entertaining fun factor. This is the most important category. Everybody that know me, the Mosco, I try to be non-biased, but at the end of the day, it could be cheap. It could have bad outfits, costume, whatever. But if a person enjoyed it, had a good time, that's all that matters. And I think, in my opinion, this is probably the most enjoyment of any episode this season for me. I'm going to give it a 25. That's the highest rating I've given for entertaining fun factor on this season of The Shy, which would bring my total Moscow to a 90 or a 9 out of 10. I think it's a 9 out of 10. Now, of course, I always give a 0.5 margin of discretion. So if you thought it was a 9.5, I kind of can't argue with you. This episode was kind of fire. And if you think it was an 8.5, I think it was better than that. But hey, that's still a B plus. You know what I mean? So let me get to some of these comments. Damian Kenny, yes, sir. 90. What's up, B? How you doing, ma? I need to go on this, what you call it. I don't know. See, when I do this live stream, I don't use YouTube. I use StreamYard. I've been what? It's always something. I ain't been on this channel on there. I didn't see that. Anyway, I wanna what in the world? I'm starting to sweat over here. I'm burning up. All right. I was trying to get over here to I meant to all right. I meant to add my man Damian Kenny, man. Dame Dollar. I wanted to add you as a moderator. I meant to do that a few times and I forgot. So when I saw B come on the scene, that just reminded me. So I appreciate it, B. Thank you. How you doing, Ma? Hope everything is good with you. Let me go back to a couple of these comments. Brandon Bates, you say, I'll give Damien Just a little grace, very little. He didn't accept Reg's bet at first. Reg kept pressuring like he usually does. Okay, Brandon, you're right. And you said a little, so I get it. And at the end of the day, that's the whole point of being grown. It ain't about the size or money or any of that. You got to be responsible for your actions. I ain't saying it's towards you. I'm saying it's towards Damien. And so, yeah, that's like peer pressure. People can peer pressure you to drink or a drug or whatever. At the end of the day, it's up to you. You got to be in control. And he should have said, I'm good. Like he said, a gentleman's bet. And he said, nah. He should have been like, I'm good. But these things, in life can be a learning experience. If he wasn't, here's the real problem with him. He a puss. He a big old pussy. For real. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Straight up. If I was him and I did those same things and then Reg beat my ass, I would have went somewhere quietly and licked my wounds in the corner. Like, God damn it, I ain't never gambling again. Yeah. Like, I would have finally learned my lesson. I wouldn't have went to get no help other than to maybe get more money. But yeah, that would have made me learn my lesson. And now he goes and brings somebody else into it. Look at all these people he affected with borrowing money from Jada, borrowing money from Dom, taking money from Emmett. Who else he get money from? Ahmad. How he gonna pay all these people back? How you affecting all these people's lives? $1,000? People really got $1,000 like that? I'm broke. I ain't about to lie to y'all. I am. I have to be saving money. I'll be on a budget. I'm looking at this big, beautiful bill. I'm over here sweating bullets. Straight up. Man, I might be on the corner shaking a can pretty soon, y'all, just to get some medicine. I don't get it, man. They throwing away G notes like it ain't nothing. He about to get a bunch of ass whoopings. He better be ready to rumble in this piece. Lala gonna put the food pops on him. Straight up. Havana, you say Emmett need to teach Tariq. Tariq got to fight. Hey, neither one of them know what they doing. But Emmett, he actually beat Reg's ass, actually. Now, he did get the drop on him. He did. But Emmett actually beat Reg's ass. I'm going to give him his credit. That's why Reg had to pull the strap. But I just don't get it. I never, first of all, I don't know, man, what people think these days. But in my day, you don't go to nobody home turf unless you ready. Like I would have never caught or went to him at his spot and did that. You at his spot. You don't know if it was other people there. He could have popped in. It's too much. So yeah, man, it's a woo. And now what he gonna do and tell everybody about what happened to Emmett and this and that? He should have got shot. Brandon Bates, you say, yeah, I agree, Jay. He grown. Damien a complete screw up. Yeah, man, let me tell you something. And maybe I'm wrong, but this is how I live my life, honestly. I ain't just saying this. I don't say nothing just to say it. Unless I'm trying to be funny, but I ain't fake. I don't be, y'all know I ain't got no damn sponsors and doing all this stuff. Anyway, I live my life as everything is my fault. Everything. is my responsibility. When I was in the accident, it ain't the car fault. It ain't the road fault. It ain't the rain fault. I bought the car. I didn't put the seatbelt on. I drove down that road. I chose to do that speed. I choose to do this. I look at everything. Once you're grown, every single thing is your fault. Your girl didn't do this. Did you remind her? Did you explain it? Did you check on them? I mean, I look at everything as your fault. The job you have, why you worked at, what'd you do when you was in school? Like, we have to be honest with it. I didn't do what I should have did. I didn't. So it's the truth. Nobody told me not to. Everybody told me what to do. And I chose to do other things. It's the truth. I knew it then. So maybe you don't think about the consequences so far. But as an adult, everything is my fault. That way, I'm not a victim. If you don't take responsibility for your life and choices, that means other people have power over you. Other people are making choices for you in your life. That's a child. Children have other people make choices for them and telling them what to do. Adults are responsible for their own choice. You woke up late for work, that's your fault. Did you go to sleep early? Did you put your alarm on? Did you stop smoking, drinking, partying, whatever? All of these things is always on you. And that way, you can change it. You don't have to have these things happen. Now that you know that you have this control, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to save money. I'm going to put up $5 a week. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then you're not a victim of life. Not to say everything works out. Yeah, stuff still happens. There's still problems. But we gotta take control, man. He needed that ass whooping. Emmett should have kicked his ass again. You been gambling again? He should have caught 2 ass whoopers. What he should have caught. Dame Dollar, you say the shy bit off a baby boy. What happened, homie? I got jumped. By who? Reg. Keisha. Get my stuff. I know, right? Nah, truthfully, Emmett should have probably kicked his ass again. The Ron Sanders. Because Emmett didn't. That's the one thing one problem with me, I need information. I can't act without information. Like, I can't do things without information. I don't just do stuff and people like, well, how? I don't know. Why you do this? I don't know. I hate that. You don't know what you're doing. You just get up and start moving and what? You don't know what the hell you're doing? Like, that's what my son used to say when he was a kid. Why you do this? I don't know. So you just a zombie? You just get up doing stuff, don't know what you're doing? Like, I would have asked, dude, why Reg beat your ass? What he beat your ass? Like, Emmett didn't ask why. He asked who and where. He ain't asked why. That, you got to know the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Anyway, the Ron Sanders, you say, I didn't recall Reg knowing Emmett like that for him to call his name like they were cool, unless I'm missing something for the first couple seasons. This is a long ass show. So you got a good point there. I will say this. By him knowing Vic so well, I'm sure he knows Reg, but like he said, he did say, I thought he was dead. So I guess ain't nobody told, like Vic ain't told him Reg is back and he don't hang with Jake. So he was probably under the impression he was dead, like most people. Although he does know him, he probably wasn't that close with him. I mean, Emmett wasn't that close with Trig till they started doing that men's circle. No, did he? So anyway, JKE, you say Reg helped Emmett with the teacher dating underage kids a few seasons ago. The teacher dating underage kids? Boy, you got a good ass memory. The teacher dating underage kids on the Shy? What? What teacher was dating underage? Season 2? Keisha. Oh, yeah. Dang, boy, y'all got a good memory. So let me know if I got this right. But are you implying when Keisha was messing with the track coach and then Emmett have Reg and them pull dude over out the car and beat his ass? He sure did. Man, y'all got good memory, man. I love y'all, man. And that's crazy because a lot of TV shows and people be underestimating the audience. I've learned from doing this, man, people are smart, man. Y'all got good memories out there. And I think I got a good memory. I know I can't remember a name worth a damn, but damn, man, that was a good one. Good recall. Good recall. The track coach, yeah. I forgot all about that. So that should let Emmett know not to mess with him because you needed him for muscle at one time. But he was in the rage and the fit of the moment, and so he went on ahead and did that stupidness. But damn, man, I forgot all about that. Boy, you got a good memory. JKE, props. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I gotta watch BMF. I might watch that later. My dang on neck. Need some neck respect. I saw Medea got a new movie on Netflix. The only thing made me want to watch it is that they at the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. I always wanted to go to Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. I always was thinking if I ever get married, I'd like to go on a honeymoon or something there. But things change in life. Anyway, I don't know. I might watch the Medea just because I know so many people want to talk about it. Hello, how you doing? I don't get in the pole. I ride the pole. Anyway, watch that BMF, man. Anybody, any other scenes? Anybody want to talk about this episode? Um, I think it's kind of sad what's going on with Jada. And one thing that she said this episode, and since I've been be rewinding and watching it because this was a good episode to me. It had some touching moments, made me think. But with today's technology, I don't know why they didn't think of this, but she was saying she may not be here for the baby, and that is sad. But she could start recording videos and things, and then when the baby's born, it could be like, hey, baby, I don't know your name yet, but I'm your grandma. Now, when you get older and you watching these videos, I just want to let you know, clean your room. Anyway, Dame Kenny, you say, in the first season, Emmett did meet with Reg to make money to afford a living, but Emmett didn't do it. Oh, yeah. Damn. I forgot all about that, too. Yeah, it was close, though. But he decided not to. Yeah, I forgot all about. Didn't he give Emmett a gun, and then Emmett gave the gun back or something? I don't know why I got that memory, but somehow they had a gun and he gave the gun back. He didn't want to do it or something. Emmett Emmett is the only character, in my opinion, that has shown growth in this show. Well, Keisha kinda, but that's because she a mother now. But she's just like the same person, just as a mother to me. Emmett is grown up a lot from trying to screw Keisha in the room ditching high school to the man he is today, he grew up a lot. The biggest blessing was him getting that restaurant, even though that was shady how he did it. That saved his life because he was trying to sell shoes, work in the food truck. Emmett didn't know what to do. He was lost in the sauce for real. Let's see. JKE, you say Lala and Vic Mensa got married so fast they forgot to discuss children. They was trying to smash. He over here talking about he don't want to. He wait until he get married. Ain't neither one of y'all pure. So go on and toss that up. You know what I'm saying? Get up in that. Get knee deep up in that. Straight up. I wonder how he would feel because that's something that I don't know if I brought it up, but it was interesting to me when Keisha, Lala, and Tracy. I love me some Tracy too, boy. Ty Davis. I love me some Ty Davis, man. She's a beautiful woman. Anyway, I like all kind of women. I don't know. But I ain't trying to be with every woman. I just say every woman do. I'm single though, so I can say that. But anyway, they were talking and Emmett smashed Dom and Smokies. Keisha don't know that, do she? Or did he tell her? I can't remember if he told her or not. Or was he with Tiff? He was with Tiff at that time, wasn't he? Emmett was with Tiff when he smashed Dom, or was he with Keisha? Anyway, ladies in the comments, you let me know if you was Keisha, would you still want to be friends with Dom if you knew Emmett was hitting that? Or at least he did hit it? Now, yeah, everybody has moved on, but still, women, y'all could be catty. Dudes, they kind of did it the same way by having Vic want to get with Tiff and then Emmett having to deal with that. So I know I wouldn't want to be friends with the dude that's with some of my exes. Why? I ain't Kanye or Diddy. I ain't no cuck. And also, if me and them broke up, I'm trying to move on. Let them move on. Why do I still want to be friends with who they with and being a part of this or hearing that and doing it? I'm good. Damian Kenny, you say no in Smokies. They smashed at an event hall they catered at. That was the second time. Didn't he hit in the back of Smokies? Yeah, I forgot about the catering. He smashed it the first time in the back of Smokies, I thought. I forgot all about the catering for the wedding. Havana Emmett told Keisha about that in season 3. Okay. Dang. That was season 3 when he smashed Dom? I ain't remember that. Dang, that's been a long time. Damian Kenny, no, Jake gave Kevin Reg's gun that Brandon took away from Kev. Right. Jake gave Kevin. Right. Yeah, that gun, man. Yeah, Darnell showed a lot of growth too, Brandon Bates. He don't even wear that earpiece no more. I'm glad they took that out. That was getting corny with the earpiece. They should at least gave him an AirPod, though. Damian Kenny, you say as of now, honeymoons violate the Mann Act, transportation of indecency. A honeymoon violate the Mann Act. Oh, man, y'all are funny, man. I think I'm about to wrap it up, y'all. Damian Kenny, Dom and Emmett only touched once. Man, I could have swore he smashed in the back of Smokies. I'm pretty positive. Y'all let me know in the comments. Did Emmett smash Dom once or twice? I do remember that part in the catering. I forgot, but when you brought it up, I remember that. And then he did the same thing in Smokies. I thought Smokies was the first time and the catering was the second time. He never really hit it right. He did some quickies. You know what I mean? Standing up, bend over, get up in there real quick. He ain't really open it up for shot. You know what I'm saying? Dive down up on it. Get up off the tightrope. Do a triple Lindy up in that mud. Boo boo. Splash. Eh. Malik the King, he had it on the yacht party. He had it on the yacht party. That's when they was catering. Ivana, Emmett, and Dom had sex one time. They didn't hook up twice. Dang. Only once. Wow. Man, I could have swore he did that in the damn Smokies. That's a Mandela effect. Wow. Only once. JKE Bakari moving around like a lost puppy. Whoever calls him family, he overattaches too. Like Duda, Nuck, still Cap Pastor Jackson. Yeah, that's true. And if he got $1,000 to loan out, why he don't get his own place? I don't get it. All right, Damian Kenny, I stand corrected. They only smashed once. My bad. I guess I'm forgetting more than names. I can't remember how many times we're getting in that goodie bag. Getting up in that goodie bag. Maybe that was my dream. That was my scene. Malik, you say Darnell had the earpiece on at the yacht? Yeah. Wait. You talking about when? Last episode? They wasn't on it. He did? I didn't even notice. Damian Kenny, when Jada asked Emmett about he and Dom, Emmett said he was cured. He ain't cheated since. Okay. All right. I remember that she was asking. I just thought that he had already probably hit twice. So what, they was just smooching then in Smokies. I'm surprised Emmett brother didn't get beat by Jackie Long. Like, you got me fired. I'm beat your hey, in Chicago, people be waiting for you after work, man. Straight up. No problem. Hey, he ain't hit it right. He ain't hit it right. Man, we'd had to open that shop up. Straight up. I need some room to work. And if you still got your pants around your ankles, you can't even open your legs all the way up. Like you hitting it like this. I need to open it. I'd be moving around like playing basketball now. I'm just Brandon Bates, he's saying Darnell wore the earpiece at the yacht, LOL, but he has been wearing it less. Okay. I know he ain't having this episode. He said, man, ain't nobody calling me. I'm married. LOL. JKE, you say, Jay, it's not your fault, bro. This show may quite possibly have had at least 200 characters whose names we had to remember for some reason. You ain't lying. Especially with me doing all these other shows and stuff. I think I kind of crowded my mind with a lot of shows and stuff. And it's not the same as like everybody else. Not that I'm better or worse, but because I'll talk and make so many videos about stuff, I talk about it a lot more, which in a way makes me remember it more, but then also forget it more too, because there's so much information that your mind is holding. If this was all I did, I'd probably be on it like that. Like when I first started doing my channel, then I would probably be on it more. But I got so many things going on trying to do. I'm still trying to finish building this app that I've been building and working on this other stuff and things. So my mind, I be trying to do so much. And then, like I told you, I'm getting old. So anyway, get these last comments before I go. You say Dayron Sanders. The only place I remember him hitting it was Smokey, and he confessed to Tiff. That's what I thought. He hit that in Smokey's, man. All right. Y'all said he only hit it once. I could have swore he hit it in Smokey's. He came close. I got the memory of him hitting that in Smokey's. He bent it over the fryers. Stick your hand in there. Ooh, yeah, it's real hot, ain't it? Malik, you say I was expecting Jackie Long character to run into Damien and steal his money. Now that would have been good. That would have been good. That'll learn you. That'll learn you. He say, "This my unemployment, punk. Thanks for my unemployment check, bitch." He be like, Emmett, I can't get my nails done. I need a loan. Man, I thank God I didn't get caught up in the gambling and betting. And I thank God I never had a friend that was caught up in that when they was at least my friend. Because they probably will steal from you. And I would have been upset. To say the least, okay? That would have been upsetting. Dame Kenny, you say Dom hugged Emmett at Smokey's because of Jada's first cancer scare. I thought he got a little French tickler up in there. That's what I thought. She hugged them nards. But all right. My memory is not always the sharpest. Well, y'all, this was a fire episode. I just rewinded and here goes Shorty that smashed goofball in the damn bathroom. She fine. Although I'm looking at her, she look a lot older than him. She look like she about 30 years old. But she's fine. She look like she 40 years old to me. He ain't hitting it right in the bathroom either. See, if I was him in the bathroom, I would have had to sit on the toilet and you gonna sit on my lap, or you go bend over this toilet and I'm gonna put your head through the wall. That's what's about to happen. Standing up and man, if not in that small confined space, we would have had to lock the bathroom door and then we could stand up against a wall and I could spread it up and lift them up. Now we doing something. Damian Kenny, boy, that's my boy. He coming with the facts. Karush Tran in her 30s. I told you she looked like she in her 30s. I heard this name before. Karush Tran. Who is she? An Instagram model or something? She looked like she in her 30s, though. She looks older than him. When I first saw this first time, I didn't think she looked that old. But I just looked up. I'm like, oh, man, this girl kind of old to be screwing his little young ass. He ain't but 20-something. Oh, Chris Brown ex. What? That's where I heard it. Didn't they have drama or something? So what does she do? Let's show you what the hell I know, man. My mind, the world is humongous, y'all. It's so much going on, so much stuff happening. Boy, I don't know what the hell. B, I ain't know you was still with us, mama. You say Karush acted on the show Claws. I ain't never even heard of that show. Wait a minute. Is that the show with Tasha and them? They was trying to be rappers or singers or something? Claus. Let me look at that. You ain't talking about Santa. No, let me pull it up on IMDb right quick. Karush Tran. Yeah, man. I think this might be the first time I ever looked at her. Cause honestly, I don't look at music videos. So I just saw a Kanye West video for the first time, and it's been out for years. I was like, damn, that's kind of creative. When they was looking like blocks or something, and he was dancing, it said, "I love it. You such a I love it," and they had the little blocks dancing. Hey, but yeah, I just saw that yesterday. So most music I listen to in the car, and I ain't seen what half of these people look like. I don't even know what Glorilla look like. I don't know what I don't know what Sexy Red looked like. I saw her on a couple pictures, but each one she looked different. I don't know what half of these people look like. Just being real. Willie 8400, that's exactly what I said. If you look at the beginning of this live stream, all I said was, no, what? Okay, what? B, you say, yeah, it was? Okay. JK, Tasha, Mac helping Damian grieve too. Boy, the Shy got that NBA payroll, Jay. I know, right? Tasha Mack. What? Claws with Niecy. Oh, yeah. They were cutting hair, right? I heard of that show. I think I even seen a few episodes of that show. Then wasn't they robbing a bank or something? Or gangster or something? Damn, that was 2017. Boy, life flies by, don't it? 2017. I can't believe I've been on this doing YouTube for 8 years now, y'all. What, June or July made 8 years? Claws. How many episodes did they do? 40 episodes. Wow. Welcome to the queendom. Is that her? That's her? No. Oh, yes, it is. Niecy Nash, Carrie Preston, Judy Reyes, Jen Lyon, Karuch Trent. Oh, damn. Her little ass was killing the game, wasn't she? Okay, Chris Brown. I see you. Chris Brown. Anyway. Damian Kenny J, look up Mutt Remix featuring Chris Brown on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna check that out. Let's see. Vaughn 109, she famous because of Chris Brown. I need me a nice lady to make me famous. Which woman gonna make me famous? Who y'all think I got a chance to get with to put me on? They gonna be like, get your ass out of here. JKE, Felicia Rashad, Tasha Mack, and Kyla Pratt still set to debut. The Shy has an NBA payroll, all these actors. I know, right? Kyla Pratt is gonna be on this. Tasha Mack, Felicia. Yeah, I mean, the Shy, I guess they got money for payroll because if you think about it, it's not a lot of elaborate sets. Shoot outside or in the studio. So I'm glad to see they putting some people in, you know. Getting some good cast members. B, you say Chris was cheating on Karush. Of course. And impregnating with her friend when he wrote song These Hoes Ain't Loyal. So he was the one that wasn't loyal while he talking about they ain't loyal. And he got her friend pregnant. Boy, they got a lot going on, don't they? You say they was laundering drug money and claws. B, you say you love the song Mutt. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm asleep at the wheel, y'all. Kyla will be Hannibal's wife. Well, that'll be interesting to see Hannibal's character backstory and see how that advances. Hannibal already let Damien get his ass kicked, but again, I ain't putting that on Hannibal. Hannibal gave him the warning. He told him not to. And he did get Reg up off of him. I mean, he can't stop the whole fight, but Damian Kenny, you say Wendy, Raquel, and Felicia have appeared on the show. This is the first time I seen Felicia. Oh, you saying they appeared already. I got you. All right, y'all. About to wrap it up. What time is 3:20? 3:20 a.m. It was a great live stream with y'all, man. I enjoyed the chat. Loved the comments. My throat actually ain't as sore as it's been after talking for a long time. I didn't even have that much water. So maybe I'm getting healthier. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little bit more of this scissor before I go to bed. My mama done made me sick, but I'm be all right. She too old, so I'd rather take it and deal with it. Let me sip on some scissor. Don't try that at home, folks, unless you're sick. Uh, ain't nothing worse than a summer cold, man. Sneezing and nose running, sweating, hot, can't sleep. JKE, you say last thing, Jay Emmett lives, right? That's an excellent question. And the answer is, bam, bam. No. I'm going to say Emmett lives to the next episode for sure. Now, will he live through this? Let me give some thought to this answer before I go. I am going to say he does live because unless this is the last season, Emmett's the only real character from the first season still going that's relevant. Tracy, I love Tracy. She's not relevant. What is she doing? Nothing. So without Emmett, he kind of still is the centerpiece of the story. Although I would say this show is more of an ensemble cast, meaning there's no real one star. Emmett is probably the main character of the story still. He got the Smokies, he got the Keisha, the kids, he with Darnell, his brother, he tied in with Vic, with Tiff. I mean, Emmett is mixed up in everybody. Now with Reg, you take Emmett out the show, it falls apart, in my opinion. They already lost Jason. You lose Emmett, and you already said Jada got cancer. Without Emmett, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Emmett is the greatest character on the show or even my favorite. I actually still like Reg is my favorite character of the show. I just think his character is authentic to who it is. I don't necessarily like him, but I do. Anyway, I think Emmett lives. If they're gonna make Vic Mensa get shot and live, Emmett gotta live. You can't make him get shot and live and then Emmett die. What they gonna do? Make Vic Mensa take over the shop? This shop gets passed down like that damn G-Wagon. Well, who wants it? So anyway, he gotta stay. Otherwise, this is the show over. All right, y'all. I love that question. Thank you. Everybody, y'all have a good night. Be safe out there. Peace. Don't gamble. Especially don't gamble with money you don't have. I tell people, even if you buying crypto, especially if you buying crypto, don't buy it with money you can't afford to lose. You know? So, and speaking of crypto, I think people might want to start putting their dollars into Bitcoin because the dollar, oh my goodness gracious. It's a big, beautiful bill. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful, it was a dollar bill. It's worthless. Anyway, I had to talk about that another time, but the dollar may not be worth as much as it once was pretty soon. You might want to move your money into something else. But that's my opinion. I ain't no financial advisor. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Love you. Appreciate all the support, all the comments, the laughs. See you on the next one. Check out BMF. Deuces.